Warning, this game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. Kono game without... oh, okay then.
Let's rock, baby.
Hello everyone, I'm Kate Koz Reacts, and this is Let's Play...
2 millenniums ago, there was a war between the human world and the other, the underworld. But somebody from the underworld woke up to justice and stood up against this legion alone. His name was Sparta. Later, he quietly reigned the human world and continued to preserve harmony until his death. He became a legend. The legendary Dark Knight, Sparta.
Devil May Cry. Sorry, we closed at 9. Again, no password. I can't seem to get any real business. Whoa, slow down, babe. Well, well, what do we have here? Nature calls? It's in the back.
So, you must be the handyman who'll take any dirty job. Am I correct?
Almost. I only take special jobs, if you know what I mean.
You're the man who lost a mother and a brother to evil 20 years ago. The son of the legendary Dark Knight Sparta, Mr. Dante.
Well, the way I figure it, in this business a lot of your kind comes around. And if I kill each one that comes, eventually I should hit the jackpot sooner or later.
In that case, you should be used to this sort of thing.
Are you really the son of the legendary Dark Knight Sparta? Didn't your daddy teach you how to use a sword?
Sword. Time to go to work, guys. Even as a child, I had powers. There's demonic blood in me.
What strength?
You were the first one to know about my vengeance. Looks like I'm getting closer.
It seems that way, but I'm not your enemy. My name is Trish. I came here to seek your help, to put an end to the underworld.
What?
Years ago, Mundus, the Emperor of the Underworld, resurrected.
Mundus?
Yes. His powers were sealed by Sparta. He's attempting to gain control of the human world once again. He has been preparing to open the gate on Malay Island. The castle is above this cliff. Come on, let's go! Ha!
Devil May Cry is an action-adventure game developed by Capcom in 2001. It was originally intended to be a sequel to their already existing Resident Evil title, but they figured there was too much action in the game, so they just released it as a completely different franchise, not actually expecting it was going to be, you know, a hit video game franchise. I cut out a little bit of Kratos messing around there because it took him a little bit to get on this bridge, because there is a little bit of platforming in this game, and platforming is actually really hard due to the fact that Dante falls faster than fucking Falco, so... So, Devil May Cry has levels, you know, missions. They're individual. But the missions do pretty much go over the entire world map. They kind of serve as checkpoints more so. Now, if you watched the Devil May Cry 3 Let's Play that we did before this, you may notice, hey, I'm not the guy who plays this game. Yeah, so what happened was that I lost the commentary. So I'm doing post-commentary for it. This is not me playing the game. This is actually Kratos, who Let's Play Devil May Cry 3 a little bit ago. The reason he did 3 before this one was because 3 chronologically takes place before this one. We play as Dante, who is half human, half demon, who runs a kind of a demon exterminating a demon bounty hunting business called Devil May Cry. If I were a better Let's Player, I would re-record that, but yeah. If you're coming to this from the Devil May Cry 3 Let's Play, you may notice that some of the orbs are still here, like the blue orbs that either come whole to give you a full addition to your health meter, or as fragments, which you can need to collect 4 of in order to get said addition. And then yellow orbs, which are basically extra lives. Otherwise, when you die, you start the entire mission over. And then the red orbs are the currency. Kind of left in this meandering so that I could talk a little bit. This statue is kind of like a shop where you can use to change your weapons, change your guns, and buy different items. So there's melee combat, but there's also ranged combat. Dante has a sword called the Rebellion, which is pretty much his signature go-to. He has 2 handguns known as Ebony and Ivory as well, which are handguns he dual wields. They never run out of ammo, you never have to reload them, but they do chip damage at most. And that's kind of the dynamic with this game, is that it has combos, kind of like a fighting game, and you have to break the combos up using the gun and using different combos and whatnot. There is a ranking system that we will be seeing later with said combos, where the higher your rank gets, the more damage and the faster your combos come out. But unlike Devil May Cry 3, where your ranking slowly degrades, if you can't keep up your combo entirely, your ranking just drops all the way back to the beginning and you have to build it up again. You know, through editing this, I've kind of found out that the music is kind of spooky. Admittedly, the music in this game is not very good. Comparatively to other Devil May Cry games. There is a lot of wind out there. Didn't know Mallet Island was famous for its 40-mile-an-hour winds that are almost taking down those 40-foot trees, and it's like, why are we here? Stop stopping here. Yeah, coming from Devil May Cry 3, we've kind of learned that Dante is this brash guy that shoots first and asks questions later, even though we've yet to see most of that. It'll come out eventually. And here's the first enemy in the game. Yeah, those little interjections are the ranking system. They escalate based on alphabetical order. By illusion. I think people usually call these enemies puppets, but I think Kratos told me that like their official name is fetishes, which is kind of a weird name for an enemy, but yeah. Yeah, despite the fact that Trish pretty much straight up tried to kill Dante, she's apparently an ally, who also very strangely looks like Dante's mother, which is that close up in the picture. These two characters have no particular reason for why they look alike, they just do. Green orbs will refill your health. Yeah, unfortunately I kind of didn't really realize how much Kratos like just skips over the tutorials really fast. Not that they're absolutely important or anything. The game so far has just been teaching stuff that we already know. But we wouldn't know because it's technically the first game we would be playing, and whatever. Yeah, unfortunately, while Devil May Cry is very fun to play, and it's very fun to learn the combos and to perform them, it is unfortunately very boring to watch. So I leave the fights in at normal speed for this post-commentary at the very least, just to kind of really show off how the game really functions at normal speed, but I think after a little while I do speed up some of these fights. Yep, there's the achievement. This game gives out a lot of blue orb fragments. I mean, in fairness, you still have to kind of look for them, but this game really gives them away. Plus, you can buy blue orbs from the shop. Another thing is that currency is not as inflated in this game as it is in Devil May Cry 3. So it's actually kind of hard to get, you know, red orbs to actually buy items. And in this game, you actually can't go back and replay missions. And it's really easy to get a combo by just shooting guns. there are some moves that are kind of staples to have with the Rebellion. One of them, I believe, is called the Strike Raid, which is basically the attack that closes you into the enemy, and then the other one is that somersault, or not the somersault, the uppercut move that you saw a little bit there, where you can just juggle the enemy. So doors that are blocked by red hands or gray hands like that, they will swat at you and take health away from you if you stand by them for too long. Some of them, the red ones can be paid to open, and the other ones, usually you need to solve a puzzle or beat a horde of enemies. But yeah, that's the end of the first mission. I'm not exactly sure how you get ranked in this game. I think it's both by time and by how well you do in combat.